Are you stuck at a bottleneck with your coaching business, slogging through lots of calls and not enjoying a lot of leverage or free time? Would you like more ease and more of that free time, less work, and more clients in your coaching business? Are you feeling the pain and the constraint of the recession and current economic conditions where people are buying less often and in smaller amounts in the world of personal development and coaching? Here's the thing. I have a solution, an online business model that is currently, and I'll document and prove that, working super well to generate leads and high ticket sales, which is also time tested going back for years. It's the Masterclass model. Just take a second to get inspired by what's possible. In Q4 of 2023, one of my best friends made an offer that net him 100 grand in sales and 20 grand plus in cash collected through a single 2-hour masterclass using a format that works to sell high ticket from live and virtual events. Boom, brought in 17,500 from the event today so far, up to 19.5, 25. And those are mainly just deposits. If most of them come through, that's way over 100K. Next.
I wanted to pop on real quick and thank Louis Brantmeyer and Even Square. We were on his stage back in February 2020 before all this crazy COVID stuff happened. And because we were on his stage and the exposure we had, we attracted and closed over $100,000 in business for 2020. So I just want to thank Louis Brantmeyer again and Ian Square. You are doing a wonderful thing for the community. And
so that was my speaker membership. Ian Squared was people would pay me $2 grand to put them on stage for 90 minutes. I would teach them the format that I'm about to discuss with you. I would coach them into delivering it and developing it effectively. And then they would sell people into their programs. So not the last example.
I want to give a quick testimonial for Ian Squared Heart Center people. So you're surrounded by people that are, high frequency, but also I was able to meet business partners there that that's completely altered my life. They've become my best friends. Was able to speak from the stage one time and brought in over $10,000. And it was.
So there it is. And I was a party to that offer. We made 10 grand in cash collected from an offer that we made live. And to be clear, that also included an on-ramp of targeted marketing, moving people down our funnel. And what is an on-ramp? Well, that's a whole nother conversation. In the current economic climate, buyers have become more selective. They are seeking more intimacy with people before they purchase from them. So it's up to you to spend time, energy, and effort to build know, like, and trust, which using the format I'm about to give you can happen like that in the course of only a couple hours. Finally, at another event, I closed 100% of the room using this same format. It was a low ticket offer at the time, so it's not much to write home about, but the format works. So what do I call this?
I want to give a quick testimonial for Ian's.
Create your masterclass magic, as you can see down here. Not create your technical wizardry with PowerPoint presentations. So I'm Louis Brantmeyer. I help badass, skilled, and talented heart-centered coaches scale to or add 6 figures through their fun, flow, organic marketing, and proven badass business models. I do that through Speak Powerfully Now, my current coaching business. I've been an entrepreneur for more than 10 years, and I share not to impress, but to impress upon you what's possible. Some stories that should inspire you with the kinds of things that I have reliably helped people to deliver. You've seen Deb. Let's listen to Amber.
I resisted Louis every step of the way, but Lewis's way, once I surrendered, are you coaching me at the moment?
$15,000.
I brought in $15,000. You can too.
She sure has character, doesn't she?
Hi, my name is Gianni and I help women heal from toxic relationships. When I met Louis, I was only making a couple $100s a month, and I just had my first $14,000 month. I get to travel all the time, help people, and I'm truly living the life of my dreams.
Love you, Johnny.
Love you too.
Super sweet human being. Closing my first client, $1,500. New client just started with me 5 days ago, and that was what happened. It's my client Marshall, brought in 22,000 plus in sales over the course of several weeks, roughly 2 weeks. Finally, this was like being Wile E. Coyote and watching the Roadrunner pass me on the road. It's like, wait, what happened? Because one of my clients made their first $10,000 sale before I did. This was December of 2021. my client, Nick Rundlet, at the time. So those are his results. So how does it work? How does this masterclass model work? Success is structural. We don't start off with a map and a compass in entrepreneurship, so we have to discover one and follow it. Now, what is that map and that compass? Well, let's hold off a moment so that I can articulate it to you. The following business model, the masterclass model, is for you if and only if you're at orange level in the Wealth Lighthouse. What's that? This is the map of where to go and what to do next in building your business, regardless of whether or not you're a coach or you sell candy or ice cream or striped cars, whatever. So infrared levels when you're going deeper into debt month by month just to survive and just to stay afloat. Red level is when you're just over broke, making, and you could be here even with $15,000, $20,000. Ask me how I know. 20,000 in cash collected in a month. And then next, there's orange level, which is the worker. Most businesses live and die at red level, by the way. You don't want to get stuck there. It's a terrible place. Well, cancel clear. It is what it is, and it ain't fun. We'll put it that way. Orange level is where, as you look back in your financials for the past 3 months, you have the capacity to expand your income at will through inputting more time into glad handing, networking, JVing, whatever, putting out offers, creating content, or you can put more money into ads and funnels that are already having people show up at your door. Now, the tricky part about this is you can also get stuck here. Every level has its devil. The orange level devil is overwork, exhaustion, burnout from putting way too much effort in and not having strategic, intentional, intelligent, or intuitive, or all of the above, thinking on your side. So what I'm about to share with you is ideally built to serve those going from orange to yellow. Is it possible for someone to use the masterclass model if they're not at orange level? Yes, but I caution you and I caveat that it's a big risk. Usually if someone's gotten to orange level, that's a sign that they know who they serve, how they add exceptional value, and who they are in the marketplace. And they have some measure of a track record of testimonials, solid offers, proven systems that they use to reliably deliver results for their clients. Now, am I going to have a stern conversation with somebody if they're at red level and they have the money and they say, hey, I want to do this, create your masterclass magic system? Like it'll be stern and my intuition will guide me, but follow the principles. Right? So orange level coaches, they don't have automated systems and structures in place. This will build that for you. Yellow level is the place where systems like a storm drain funnel wealth and abundance, leads, strangers who can become leads on their way to clients to you in the same way that your storm drain outside your apartment or your home sends water to you, regardless of how you're feeling, regardless of your energy, regardless of what's going on in your mind, heart, body, and energetic, emotional field, right? So that's what we want to build, because then you could technically, I don't recommend you fall asleep at the wheel, but you could take a nap at the wheel if you really needed to of your business. Okay. So how does it work? You'll learn how I learned, but with less time, less failure, and more productive learning from each failure. You're going to learn and master the most effective, currently active masterclass format for selling high-ticket coaching by standing on the shoulders of the giants above, giving your subconscious and conscious minds recordings of actually successful masterclasses to model off of and study. And you will receive one-on-one support and coaching to hone in on your unique flavor of that structure until it's bearing fruit for you. Hence, we have a 6-month time container. You'll do this by 1, creating a masterclass that fits your ideal customer avatar and uniquely incarnates your value to the marketplace, answering the question, who am I that no one else can be? What do I have that sets me apart and distinguishes, differentiates, and positions me powerfully? You'll get out there and you'll practice with this masterclass. You may do it several times, and then you'll tinker with it as needed with the expert support feedback that I have as a coach who has made effective high-ticket offers, both live and virtual, from masterclasses or speaking engagements. And then your tinkering will perfect it as a wing in your business's lead generation infrastructure that can bear fruit for you for the foreseeable future. How does that feel? Fantastic. So our course of play together looks like this. You'll create your masterclass based on what's above and with feedback, especially grounding it into your authentic voice and style. You'll practice it one or more times, test it, gather more data and feedback on it. Then once it's converting consistently, we can use a simple strategy to drive traffic to the masterclass, even up to you not even having to be there, right? You take the recording of your most effective, profitable, high-ticket selling masterclass, you automate that, which will also blow up your email list and following and give you lots of people to follow up with. And then finally, this is one version of the path that you can do, right? If you want to keep tinkering and perfecting with the one-to-many model of coaching sales, you have the opportunity to continue doing the masterclass live 4 times per year or more. Or as I said, you can work on automating traffic driven to the masterclass, which can sell without you, which may require tinkering with the offer or offers in the class. We also believe in offer stacking here, which looks like you making multiple offers at different levels during the same masterclass, which enables people who are at different levels of know, like, and trust with you to start to build that. It's the time of intimacy marketing where people are burnt out on cookie cutter systems and content-driven marketing that is insensitive to their unique needs and situation. So like you may make a tripwire offer that's $17, $97 that gets your foot in their door and their heart in your world, to where they can start experiencing the gift that you are and the value that you add and the contribution that you're committed to making to their life inside of the problem that they're looking to get solved. So you can do that at the same time as you're selling a mid-ticket and a high-ticket offer. You know how I know this? Because that's how my boy in the first slide did it in December. So now you've made it from orange to yellow level. Let's talk logistics. First, you want to create and live from your vision for this successful masterclass. What product or products do you want to sell? How much of it do you want to sell per class? Start feeding this vision. Feed your vision and your vision will feed you. Let your vision live in you until you live in it. What you appreciate appreciates. What you focus on grows and expands. We have by birthright a capacity through our imagination when we choose to give ourselves permission to experience the end result there in our imagination, to activate magic so that people, circumstances, events, clarity, understandings, training, synchronicity flows to us, right? So you'll want to start doing that. Feel free to do that regardless of how the rest of this conversation goes. Spend at least 2 minutes a day of, and by the way, people get what they focus on most of the time, but most people are not focused on any one thing most of the time. So when you're focusing on this one thing, building this one channel and this ultimate storm drain, you are leveraging the power of imagination in order to create more effectively, more easily, more elegantly. So start standing in the feeling of your wish fulfilled with being successful, having the masterclass be full, having people get massive value, and you easily selling your offer. And keep doing this 5 days a week. Pause for a few days, once per week, 1 or 2 days, so that you can give your subconscious time to rest and integrate. And do this until your masterclass has worked 1 or 2 times the way that you're committed to. Your vibration will dial in your success as much as anything else. Because vibration is what takes us to the point where we can build the structure. And then vibration doesn't quite matter as much. Feeling is the secret, but success is also structural. It's a fascinating paradox. Then you'll get one-on-one voice coaching, blind spotting, block busting, barrier breaking, one-on-one voice coaching from me as needed during office hours 10 to 5 Monday through Friday with a 24-hour turnaround time in business hours promise. So you send me a message on Friday, I'll definitely get back to you by Monday at the same time. So don't hesitate to message me there with any questions you may have. You'll be added to the Heart-Centered Coaching Business Mastery Group thread on Facebook so that you can be inspired by, contribute your inspiration to, and receive support and feedback from a community of badass coaches that I have spent years gathering and tailoring to supporting people just like you to uplift and travel this realm at high speed with ease. We'll create a VIP day, 3 hours long, to schedule with me as a deadline to complete the following. So that'll be the container for your digestion and consumption of the following expert pieces: the basic masterclass format, the book that it's based on from a high-level marketer that I studied under. And you'll get a copy of that, read it ASAP. You won't fill it out until after you've done steps, the next several steps. That's a little confusing, the number, sorry about that. It takes 3 to 5 hours. Why am I not just giving you the title of this book? Because it's dangerous for a coach who has not secured a certain authority in their offer, clarity in their messaging, skill in their sales process, going from one to many, like it's really risky. So I'm telling you to like hold your horses if you haven't managed the basic infrastructure first. I'll be here. Come back to me at that time. But if you do have those things handled, then come talk to me and I can share this with you and you can actually start to use it. Now, for me, it took 6 months of bouncing off the wall through trial and error until it actually started to work consistently for me. And then all throughout the beginning of COVID, I would make offers through this format at virtual events and they'd be successful. So you'll learn the format. You'll watch the recorded masterclass that net 20 grand plus in cash collected and well over 100 grand in sales, the best exemplar of the format being used effectively. You'll watch a recorded live masterclass version of the format that bore fruit from one of my events, the actual talk that Brandon Yeager gave. You have 6 one-on-one 30-minute calls that you can deploy over the 6 months after the container starts, where we can build your funnel together, refine the structure of your messaging so that you can consistently make the right offer at the right time to the right audience with the right messaging. I'm also willing to attend some of your masterclasses or review recordings of them to discuss on these calls. Finally, you'll be able to attend the regular Friday morning, 11 to 12:30 Central Time group coaching calls at least twice during the 6 months of the container, possibly more at my discretion, as appropriate for you to deploy your funnel in a beautiful group of humans who will help you to JV, to network, to refer more people, help you promote the masterclasses. Finally, excuse me. Oh, there it is. Well, so we're skipping ahead, but here you go. The value, I honestly believe, doesn't just consist of the coaching sessions at $1,500 for 6, a VIP day for $1,000, a group coaching thread and calls, easily worth $1,000, voice coaching over 6 months, $5,000. That's how much I've charged before. The recordings are easily worth $1,000. The format, if I give you this format and teach you how to use it, you have an asset that is in the form of the masterclass that can actually produce 10K or more for you reliably for the rest of the life of your business. So the total is $19,500 worth of value. Your price is $5K total paid in full for $2,000 per month for 3 months. Here's how to sign up. You send over your full payment or your initial payment to me at Zelle here. And you can go to bit.ly/masterclassmagic to pay in full, Masterclass Magic 2 to pay in part, or go to calendly.com/lovemorenow/cc to ask me questions on a call if you're hung up on something. It's been a pleasure, a privilege, an honor, and super fun teaching and training and sharing about this with you. I hope you have a blast. And let's create your masterclass magic together. Peace and love, y'all.